Okay, this is kind of a commentary video which I said I wouldn't be doing anymore, so I'm slightly a liar. However, I plan to tie this back into the lawsuits because I believe it speaks to HYBE's mindset going forward. Therefore, I consider this an exception, so bear with me. Recently, ILLIT released some content that many people felt was shade toward NewJeans, mainly Hanni, and Ignoregate. The girls were playing some sort of game where they were chased by a tiger in the HYBE building. One of the captions stated, "They say you always meet your enemy in the company hallways." Fans immediately picked up on this and tied it back to the now infamous interaction between ILLIT members and Hanni in a HYBE hallway. Some did also point out that this is derivative from a common Korean proverb about meeting your enemy in a place you can't escape. What do I think? Obviously, this is just my opinion and you can take or leave it. I believe this was shade, not really on the part of ILLIT members, but definitely from Belift Lab. On my old channel, I told you guys it was interesting that Source Music immediately released a statement following the injunction hearing, but Belift did not. To me, this was their form of response and a signal to the other side about what's to come. I think Source Music, Belift, and to some extent, ADOR are pretty united in how they are approaching this entire ordeal. They have to be to maintain some sort of synergy under a multi-label system. I told you guys in my last video that it appears ADOR is moving toward the next phase in this case. Groundwork is being laid to pursue damages from NewJeans and those around them, and open shade like this indicates that change in attitude. ADOR has been trying to get the girls back into the company and displaying a kind disposition, which I think was keeping other HYBE labels at bay. I no longer believe this is ADOR's intention, though. If a court ruling couldn't get the girls to cooperate, then that's all they really needed to see. The company doesn't particularly care about the girls. They care about the money they're entitled to. If they can't make that money by working with NewJeans, then they'll get it through other means. I believe we'll start to see ADOR and other HYBE entities take a more aggressive approach. Not all at once out the gate, but in a calculated and measured way. I truly believe Source Music's statement following the injunction hearing played a role in NewJeans choosing to place less emphasis on issues with other teams. Intentional or not, the continuous mention of Les Seraphim in their mistreatment allegations has resulted in a detrimental and continuous hate train for the group. Source Music is already suing Min Heejin for damages related to this, and made it clear they will take any additional legal action needed to correct this. Source Music is not only invested in their own reputation, they're also invested in the members who they've trained and crafted images for. Les Seraphim is their only artist, and rightly or wrongly, they can't afford to have this issue affect their bottom line. A company will always protect its interests, so Source Music's statement was a warning shot. We don't care about your Cinderella story, stop mentioning our artists, period. In NewJeans' defense, this is now a court case, so they have to lay their cards on the table if they want to win. Luckily, the April 9th objection hearing will be closed to the public and press. NewJeans and ADOR can present raw, unfiltered versions of their case without fear of public opinion. ADOR submitted what's seemingly a discovery request to find out who helped NewJeans coordinate the complex con performance. This is a process that NewJeans mentioned they would make use of to procure evidence for their side, but I haven't seen such requests from them. This goes back to me highlighting a shift in legal strategy from ADOR. They likely want this information so they can know who to go after legally. That's really it, but in summary, yes, I think Belift was shading Hanni. It's just a light jab even if it is true, but I think it indicates an overall change in attitude going forward. NewJeans likely anticipate losing the objection, but look forward to hopefully winning an appeal. The injunction could potentially get overturned partially. I mean, I thought they had a chance to get it partially dismissed the first time. They've made so many mistakes, though, like defying the court order, and they'll have to rein themselves in if they want a chance at winning anything. They've made a string of good decisions, choosing not to attend the court hearing, cutting ties with the NJZ name, and placing less emphasis on issues with other teams. They're seemingly laying low, which is another thing I said they should do. For their sake, I hope they continue this trend and make better choices moving forward. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next one.